Welcome in, gang. Braves have a one-run lead. Happy Memorial Day to you. We've got a game, and it's in Atlanta. And the Braves are up 4-3 in the top of the fifth inning. This one gets up the middle, through into center field for a base hit. And that is a 2-out single for Washington, and they have runners on first and second. Braves were up 3-0, and then I'll admit I missed a little bit of the game, and we'll get caught up on how we arrived at this 4-3 Atlanta lead. We'll get on that in just a few minutes. But welcome in on this holiday Monday. And Starling Castro is the batter for the Nats. Charlie Morton still on the mound. And Castro hits one on a line, but that is straight to somebody out there. Who was that? That was Heredia who made the catch. That's out number 3 for the Braves. So let's head to the bottom of the fifth inning, and let's get a little bit of insurance and stretch out this one-run lead. We will be right back. One of the home runs was from Acuna. So we'll cover that in just a moment. Braves started the scoring in the bottom of the first, and Dansby hit a sac fly. With the bases loaded, that scored 1 run. And then Contreras, that is, singled and drove in 2 in the bottom of the first also. So the Braves got out of the first inning and had a 3-0 lead. Then the Braves had a 4-0 lead. That was in the second inning when Acuna hit a solo home run. His 16th of the year. That made it 4-0 Atlanta. And Acuna is batting right now, by the way. And he's got an 0-2 count on him. The Mets came back in the fourth. Mets had a 2-run bomb by Bell, and then Ross had a single, and that drove in a run. That made it 4-3 Atlanta. That's where we are right now. In the bottom of the fifth inning, Acuna is leading off the bottom of the fifth. Bone Crusher is in. We're glad to see him on a Sunday. Check it on a Monday. Feels like a Sunday. Good news, it's already Tuesday when we go back to work. 1-2 pitch is outside. Top of the order due up this inning. And Crusher's reporting a Doge spike today. That's good to see. There's strike 3 swinging, and Acuna's down on strikes. On the top of the screen, you see that Knicks and Hawks score on the left. That was from yesterday. Hawks going back up to New York with a 3-1 series lead. Next game from Madison Square Garden on Wednesday. Here's Freddie Freeman. He swings and misses. He's 0 for 1 today. He takes a ball. A scoreboard update will come your way shortly. Another swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on Freddie. Luke Jackson is warming up in the bullpen. Pitches inside, 2-2. We got a couple of NBA games coming up later tonight. In fact, one starts in about 15 minutes. That's the Sixers at the Wizards. Philly has a 3-0 lead on that one. And there's a foul ball by Freddie. He stays alive. And then Utah at Memphis tips off at 9:30 on TNT. Good crowd in Atlanta today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Freddie. He gets jammed on this one, and it's a weak ground over to first. First baseman takes it himself. And that's 2 out. This is A-Bomb. We are coming at you live from the TreasureHunt.ga studios in Gwinnett County on a Sunday afternoon. A look at your forecast is coming up. We want you to be able to plan your work week accordingly. Rico Cooper is in. Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for stopping by for our little Monday get-together. And the count on Ozzy is 1-0. He is in the 3-hole today. Walking Legend is in. Welcome in. We see that the Reds hammered the Phillies today. Final score from Great American Ballpark: Cincinnati 11, Philadelphia 1. The pitch to Ozzy bounces up there. We've said it before. We are a huge Cincinnati house here on Coast to Coast. We're always pulling for Cincinnati. unless it conflicts with one of our Atlanta teams somehow. Other than that, we'll say it every time. We are a huge, huge Cincinnati house. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Ozzie. That one is swung on and missed. Braves have a 4-3 lead in the 5th inning. This one is skied to left field, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. And so it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. We now head to the 6th inning. It is 7 o'clock here in Gwinnett County, and we'll be back with more Braves baseball right after this. We are back. Mark Lane has checked in. Welcome in. Let's take a look at some of the scores around baseball this evening. It's the Astros all over the Red Sox. Houston 11, Boston 2. That one's in the 8th inning. The Giants have a 6-1 lead on the Angels in the 9th inning. A's and M's are tied at 4. We're in the 9th inning from Seattle. And we'll let you know when that one goes final. Meanwhile, Austin Riley it gets an infield hit and then some. Oh, check that. Wrong team, wrong uniform. Let me rephrase that. That was Austin Riley trying to make a bare hand play at third, and he threw it over Freddie's head, and the runner ended up on second base. And so that's not how we wanted to start this thing. Gomes is now on second base with nobody out. White Sox and Indians are scoreless in the 2nd inning. And there's a bunt, and this time Riley fields it cleanly, throws on to first. That's an out. That's a sacrifice bunt, and the runner has moved over to third base with 1 out. In the middle of the scoreboard update, the Twins beat the Orioles. That's a 10-inning final. from Baltimore. Final score: Twins 3, Orioles 2. The Rays beat the Yankees 3-1. The Brewers beat the Tigers 3-2 in 10 innings. We told you about the Reds demolishing the Phillies 11-1. The Cubbies beat the Padres 7-2 from Wrigley. It was an 8-inning final where the White Sox beat the Indians 8-6. And Jackson is in. Luke Jackson is the new Braves pitcher, by the way. There is a runner on third and just one out. Riley is hitting the ball. And we should see him next inning. There's a fastball. It's 0-2 to Hernandez. This is Yadiel Hernandez. 0-2 pitch is outside. Washington looking to tie this thing up. They can tie it with a sac fly. Let's get the strikeout here to wipe that possibility out. That's outside. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, nice play, Ozzie. Runner at third had to hold. Infield was playing in, and that was fielded perfectly by Ozzie. So now we've got 2 outs, and that runner is still on third. So the infield playing in helped save a run there. And so for the Nationals, it's Trey Turner. He's 0 for 3 today. Season average 307, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs for the Nationals shortstop. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses. It's 1-1. If we can get out of this inning without that run scoring, that would be some major damage control. Just missed. That could have been called a strike. It probably should have been called a strike, but instead it's 2-1.
Prove it.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2 on Trey Turner. Yeah, Rico, we're better than the Mets. You're absolutely right. We only ended up playing 1 out of the 3 games we were scheduled to play with the Mets. Trey Turner grounds it foul. A couple of those games got rained out in New York. The one game that we did play, the Mets ended up winning. That was an ugly game on Saturday night. We will take a look at the standings in just a few moments. First, the 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it back. It's still 2-2. So the Braves come into tonight's play 24 and 26. 3.5 games behind the first place Mets. Mets are 25 and 20. They've won 4 in a row. The Braves have lost 2 in a row. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. And that retires the side. So the run does not score. That was some excellent damage control by Luke Jackson. And so the Braves maintain the lead. It's 4-3, and we will be right back after this. Rush that like button and the sub button. We are on the march to 1,000 subs. Then I can start accepting super chat donations, and we will take this thing next level once I start putting that money that's going to come in to Coast to Coast. And new pitcher for the Nationals, Kyle Finnegan. Finnegan, let's begin again. And he's in there to face 4, 5, and 6 for Atlanta. And Austin Riley leads us off. He's 0 for 2. Austin Riley, one of the hottest Braves right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. It's a foul ball. Out of play. Montreal Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leafs are scoreless in the first period. And then later on this evening, the New York Islanders at the Boston Bruins. NHL. We do cover NHL playoff scores here on Coast to Coast. We welcome you in on this Memorial Day as we remember all those who gave their lives protecting our freedoms. Here's the pitch to Riley. He swings and misses, and he is down on strikes. He's 0 for 3 now. So with one out, that will bring up Dansby. Dansby is 0 for 1 today. He does have an RBI, however. In fact, he drove in the first run for Atlanta today with a sac fly in the first inning. This one is hit over to third. Third baseman can't come up with it. And that's probably going to be scored an infield hit for Dansby. He is aboard. There's one out. Would have been a really tough play to throw him out, even if the third baseman had come up with that one. And it is indeed scored an infield hit. Here's Almonte. He is a new Brave. He's one of the latest Braves brought in to help fill the absence caused by Marcell Ozuna and his situation. Almonte was batting .403 at Gwinnett, by the way. So that got a little bit of attention, and here he is back in the big leagues. He's played approximately 300 big league games, about 1,000 at bats. He's batting around .240 lifetime. Pitch is foul back. Bone Crusher has a question in the dugout. Is anybody getting tons of Hardee's ads? Well, I don't think so. Not any more than normal. There are a handful of Hardee's in Metro Atlanta, but this is not Hardee's country like North and South Carolina are, for instance. Throw over to first, runner back safely. And an 0-2 pitch to Almonte. Way high. There's just one out. Pitch is fouled away. Finnegan looks in for the sign. We have slowed to a snail's pace. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up in a medium depth Center field, no problem. There's out number 2. And Almonte is retired on a fly ball. And so Contreras is the batter. He had 2 RBIs in the first inning on a duck snort. There were 2 outs, and the bases were loaded, I believe. Regardless, he had 2 RBIs from that single. And this time he goes the other way with it. This one is into right field for a base hit, and nobody is able to advance past second base. And so runners on first and second with 2 out. 2 out single for Contreras. And nothing wrong with this guy's bat. He's been doing just fine. And so now there's a big meeting on the pitcher's mound with Finnegan and the rest of the Nationals. Mound meeting is over. And we're ready to get back to baseball. Heredia is the batter for Atlanta with 2 outs. Finnegan deals, and that swung on a missed. Here comes the 0-1. That one is right through there for a strike. 0-2. Oakland and Seattle are now in extra innings. 4-4 in the top of the 10th inning from Seattle. And an 0-2 pitch is due. Here it is. Just missed. 1-2. In the third inning, the White Sox and the Indians are tied at 1. 1-2 pitch. This one is hit up the middle, through into center field for a base hit. Here comes Dansby. He's going to score, and it's 5-3 Braves. 2 out Lightning, and Heredia drives one in. That's what's up. So Dansby scored, and now there's still runners on first and second, and still 2 out. So that will bring up Adrianza. He's batting left, and he has runners on first and second. First pitch is outside. He's got 3 home runs on the year. And here's the pitch. That one is outside. I understand we have a thumbs down. There's always going to be some kind of hater out there. I make my haters my motivators. Pitch is popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not. It's only about 2 seats back. And the count is 2-1. Already got 1 insurance run in. Another one would not hurt. I'm going to cook a steak a little bit later on tonight on my stovetop. The 2-1 pitch. That's right through there, 2-2. I love a good chicken sandwich. The 2-2 pitch. That is fouled. Still 2-2. Almost ready for a 2-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. Still 2-2. Pretty decent battle going on between these two. Adrianza and Finnegan. Finnegan looks in for the sign. And here we go with the 2-2 again. There's been a bunch of these 2-2s. This one's outside. It's 3-2. So that will give the runners on first and second a little bit of a head start. 3-2 with 2 outs. Chick-fil-A, man. You know, I used to think Chick-fil-A was great, but lately I don't think they're so great. But they still have the biggest crowds of any fast food joint by a long shot. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul back. It's got to be getting close to 10 pitches in this at bat. Usually they will put that these days up on the screen when it gets to be about 9 or 10 pitches in an at bat. The 3-2. That is fouled away. And we get to do it again. And there it is on the screen. He has faced 9 pitches this at bat so far. And Finnegan gets ready for number 10. Here it is. That's high ball 4. I hear you on that, Mash. I haven't had Hardee's breakfast in a long time, but those steak biscuits, you cannot beat that. And so we've got the bases loaded with 2 out, and Acuna is batting. We are back to the top of the Braves order. And these fans are loving every minute of it. They came to the ballpark to see this dude hit. Acuna is 2 for 3 this afternoon. And here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Come on, get out of play. Get in the dugout. It did, thankfully. So it's 0-1 on Acuna. Finnegan has thrown 26 pitches this inning. The tomahawk chop is alive and well with all these fans. Here we go. Here is a 0-1 pitch to Acuna. This one is hit the other way, foul. It's 0-2. Who could forget the Frisco Burgers? That's right. Home of the sourdough burger. That was a big 90s thing. Waffle House. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch to Acuna, just a little bit outside. 1-2. And yes, the bases are full of Braves right now. Golovkin is in. The 1-2 pitch. That is popped foul out of play. He's had at least 1 grand slam this year. So let's see what happens with 2 out. And here comes this 1-2 pitch. Check swing, and he fouled it. And we'll get to do it all over again. Thanks for the likes, y'all. So Acuna takes a couple of practice swings. He's back in the box. And we're ready to go. The 1-2 pitch. That's inside. 2-2. Nowhere to put Acuna. It's been a long half inning. The 2-2 pitch. That's low. Full count. Freddie Freeman waits on deck with 2 out. And here is the pitch. Oh, bad call. He rung him up. Bad call. Should not have been strike 3. That should have been ball 4. And that should have been a run in. But we'll settle for the 1 insurance run. And we will now head to the 7th inning, up by 2. We're back. Welcome in, Goblin. Game time, Goblin is in. We appreciate that. And man, I missed the first out. I was making some raisin toast. I needed a quick snack. And so we're in the top of the 7th. Soto's 1 for 1. And Minter is the new Atlanta pitcher, by the way. The 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. This is their big young guy. Kind of similar to Acuna. They're about the same age. I think they... No, I was about to say they're from the same place. I don't think so. Actually, Acuna is from Venezuela. I don't think Soto is from the same place. The 2-2 pitch. He swung at strike 3. That was a bad one. He swung at some garbage there, and we'll take that. That's out number 2. Huh. That's a funny looking swing. That Hardee's Frisco burger sounds good. I wish there was a Hardee's in my general area. There is not. I have to go a good ways for a Hardee's. Bell chops one to third. And throwing to first is in time. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning. It is time for the 7th inning stretch in Atlanta. We will take that. We will take the timeout and stretch with them. And we'll be right back. More Braves baseball is next. right, we're back. A little bit of extra long commercial break. Timothy Miller did his stirring rendition of God Bless America. Instead of the 7th inning stretch, they do this on Memorial Day and other special holidays. And so we are now back, and we are about to get the bottom of the 7th underway. Sam Clay is the new pitcher for Washington. Freddie Freeman leads us off. Freddie's in the 2-hole. And he looks at a strike. We promised you a weather forecast. We do not want to forget about that. Freddie's 0 for 2 today, and he fouls that one back, and the count on him right now is 0-2. Got to go back to work tomorrow, man. What a bummer that is. But it was great having a 3-day weekend. We got that short week to work with coming up. That's always a bonus. 0-2 pitch to Freddie is hit on the ground over to second. Throws him out at first base. And that is out number 1. So let's check that 3-day forecast for Metro Atlanta. This forecast brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. We're going to have partly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight low of 55. For back to work Tuesday. Mostly sunny, high 82. A little bit cooler Wednesday with a high of 77. And then Thursday, partly cloudy and back up to 83. Right now in Lawrenceville, 73. It is 75 in Houston. And here in Gwinnett County in I-85 country, it is 74 degrees. And it is 7:49 p.m. And Ozzy swings and misses. And the count on him is 1-2. Yes, it is Timothy Miller every time, the opera singer. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed. It's 2-2. Hopefully the weather in Northwest Florida is doing okay today. We'll let you know the current Northwest Florida temperature. And Ozzy Albies grounds to short. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 7th. We always like to check the temperature at the Bonifay Rec Center. It's currently 85 in Bonifay, 86 in Chipley, and 84 in Panama City Beach. The 0-1 pitch is inside. It's 1-1. One and one. And that pitch is inside. It's 2-1. If you like fish and chips, it sounds like Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips might be trying to make a comeback. Austin Riley hits one the other way to right field, but nice catch on the warning track. for out number 3. And so that will do it for Atlanta in the 7th. Cannot push anything across as we now head to the 8th. The good news, though, we've got a 5-3 lead on the Washington Nationals. We will be right back.
My baby, she won't let me in. I got a few pennies, I'm gonna buy myself a bottle of gin. Then I call my buddy on the telephone and say, brother, let's go get stoned. Work so hard all day long. Everything I try to do, you know it always turns out wrong. That's why I'm gonna stop by on my way home and say, let's go get stoned. Everybody come on and go with me. Let's go get stoned. Stone. Come on and go with me. Let's go get stoned. Let's go get stoned. Ain't no
We are back.
In taking a little taste.
We are back. Huey Lewis and the News and their version of Let's Go Get Stoned. That is from the legendary May 1989 Huey Lewis and the News benefit concert at Slim's in San Francisco. And if you're a Huey Lewis and the News fan, that is a great concert to watch. Video quality, not the best, but audio quality is superb. And we've got a big announcement in the dugout that we'll hit on in just a moment. Right now, new pitcher for the Braves is Chris Martin. He's on to pitch the top of the 8th inning. We've got one out. Starling Castro is the batter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And the big announcement in the dugout is that Bone Crusher has announced that he will be doing Saturday's live reaction stream, Braves and Dodgers. Do not miss that. He'll have some stock market talk, crypto resets from the week before. And an 0-2 pitch to Starlin Castro. He swings and misses. There's out number 2. Castro retired on strikes. Same 2 teams tomorrow. We'll check out your probables coming up shortly. There's a 95-mile-an-hour strike. Big sports week this week. We've got this long series. It's a 4-game set with the Nationals. And then on Wednesday, Hawks and Knicks. Hawks try to close out that series. Hawks are up 3-1 in the series. We know the game is on Wednesday. We do not know what time yet, however. The 1-1 pitch to Gomes. Foul back. It's 1-2. There's a headline on ESPN.com that says Ozuna posts $20,000 bond out of jail. So take that for what it's worth. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back.
Phoenix, Chicago at
Gomes gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Bounced up the middle. That's right where Ozzie Albies was playing, and he throws him out. And that's the end of the inning. And Chris Martin did quick work of the Nationals in the 8th. We head to the bottom of the inning. The Braves are up by 2 runs. We are back for the bottom of the 8th inning, and the new pitcher for Washington, Tanner Rainey. His ERA, not so great, 9.49, 15 strikeouts, 12 walks, and he has thrown 12.1 innings worth so far this season. And he has spread that out over 17 games. And he'll face Dansby Swanson and the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Atlanta. First pitch to Dansby is swung on and missed. So we do have the probables coming up for the remainder of this series with Washington. I had that, and I'll find it again. And here we are. Tomorrow night, it's Max Fried against Steven Strasburg. Pitch to Dansby is low. Then for Wednesday, we know Smiley is going for Atlanta. We do not know who his mound opponent will be yet. Washington has not announced it. However, for Thursday's game, which is a 12:20 first pitch, Ian Anderson versus Corbin for the Nationals. That is Patrick Corbin. So 4 with Washington, and then LA comes in for a 3-game weekend series. And as we announced, Saturday night, 7:15 p.m., Bone Crusher is handling the live reaction duties. And we already have your probables on that one. That's going to be Charlie Morton for Atlanta against Clayton Kershaw for LA on Saturday night. That's going to be a big one. And you get the feeling the whole nation will be watching. Meanwhile, the count on Dansby is 2-2, and now it's 3-2. The payoff pitch. And Dansby swings and misses. He's down on strikes. And that's first out of the 8th. And I would imagine Will Smith is going to come out and try to save this one in the bottom of the 9th. Check that, in the top of the 9th. And here's Almonte 0 for 2. And he looks at a strike. Next one bounces up there. It's 1-1. Always a treat when the Bone Crusher does his show because he brings so much more than baseball to the table. You also get a weekly crypto recap and the latest stock market insider info. The count to Almonte is 2-1. The pitch is inside. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swung on it, missed. Count is full again. Rainey gets set and delivers. That's ball 4. Braves have a runner on first and just one out. 37,000 plus on hand to watch this one between the Braves and the Nationals. And here's Contreras. He had 2 RBIs in the first inning. First pitch to him has popped up into right field. There's out number 2. That was Juan Soto with the putout in right. Heredia, the batter. He's 1 for 3. And he swings and misses. Will I come on the air tomorrow? Possibly. That is a 7:20 start. A 7:20 start also Wednesday, and then Thursday, business man special, 12:20 first pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Heredia. Make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know that amazing live content is about to come your way. 0-2 pitch. That's low. Last time we saw the Nationals in May, early May that is, we swept them 3 in a row. There's been a delay for some reason here. Not sure what that was all about, but it looks like we're back and ready to play baseball. There's a ball. And the count to Heredia is 2-2. The pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3. So Braves' last opportunity to push through some insurance. It did not happen. So now it's just a matter of getting 3 more outs, and we get the dub. This is A-Bomb. I'll be right back for the exciting conclusion of Nationals v. Braves. Will Smith is in the game. The lefty is on to try to shut the door. And the first man up for Washington is Smitty. Check that. That's... Oh, man. Smitty is pitching for us. I don't know who's batting. There it is. Robles. Robles is batting for Washington. Nobody on, nobody out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's some gas. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Philadelphia lost. That's good. The Reds beat them 11-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Robles. And it's 1-2. The Mets play later on tonight. That's a 9:40 start. Mets at Arizona. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Robles. Where was that? Bad call. How was that not called a strike? But it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Popped up. Who's going to get this one? Long run in from Acuna, and he gets the catch. He makes the catch after a long run in. Glad you could join us here for the end of this one. We've got one out in the top of the ninth. Braves need 2 more outs. Next man up for Washington is Ryan Zimmerman, batting .318 on the year. 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. And he's pinch hitting right now. He looks at a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. Top of the order coming up for Washington after Zimmerman hits. That's taken, and Zimmerman is one of the original Nationals. And it's probably safe to say he's the last original national on the team right now. One-two pitch just misses. Braves Live coming your way next on Bally Sports South. Here comes the 2-2. It is swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Washington down to their final batter. And as mentioned, we're back to the top of the order. Trey Turner is batting leadoff for Washington today. This guy can launch one at any time. He's batting .305, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs. and is hitless on the day. This one is hit to medium depth center field, and that's going to do it. The Braves win and take the first of 4 in Atlanta against Washington. Final score, Atlanta 5, Washington 3. Thank you for spending part of your Memorial Day with me here. It was my pleasure. Glad to be able to bring you another Braves win. And let's check the scoreboard quickly before we get out of here. And right now, we're just going to focus on the games that matter to the Braves, the National League East. So, with that in mind, obviously 2 teams in the East just played, the Braves and the Nationals. Braves win 5-3. Other action around the NL East. In Cincinnati, the Reds were all over the Phillies. Final score from the Natty, Reds 11, Phillies 1. And then the only other National League East action comes your way a little bit later tonight, getting underway in about 90 minutes. That's where the Mets take on the Arizona Diamondbacks at 9:40 Eastern for your first pitch. So we'll see you next time. Maybe it'll be tomorrow night. Maybe it'll be Wednesday. But one of those days, most likely, I will bust right into the middle of a Braves game and bring you some live reaction. Crusher has announced that he'll be doing Saturday night's game. That's Braves against Dodgers, 7:15 on Saturday night. That is your first pitch, and that game is on Fox. So long, everybody. A-Bomb out on a Monday night.